You know what most beginners get wrong about programming? They think it's about syntax, about memorizing languages, about writing more code. But the truth is, programming is not about code. It's about thinking. I learned this the hard way. When I first started, I was obsessed with finishing problems quickly. I would jump straight into coding, writing lines without fully understanding the problem. And sometimes it worked, but most of the time I ended up stuck, debugging endlessly, frustrated, confused. It felt like I was working hard, but not getting better. And then something changed. One day, after spending hours stuck on a simple problem, I stopped coding. I literally closed my laptop and just sat there thinking, what is the problem actually asking? What are the inputs? What's the simplest possible outcome? That moment taught me something important. Good programmers don't rush to code, they slow down to think. Let me explain what thinking like a programmer really means. It means breaking things down. Whenever you face a problem, don't see it as one big wall. Break it into smaller, manageable pieces. Ask yourself, what are the steps involved? What do I know and what do I need to figure out? This is called decomposition, and it's one of the most powerful skills you can build. Second, clarity over speed. Most beginners chase speed. They want to solve problems fast, write code quickly, move on to the next thing. But speed without clarity is just noise. A real programmer spends more time understanding than typing. If you truly understand the problem, the code almost writes itself. I started noticing that the problems I solved fastest were actually the ones I spent the most time thinking about before coding. Third, embrace confusion. This one is uncomfortable because confusion feels like failure, but it's not. Confusion is a signal that your brain is stretching, that you're encountering something new. Instead of escaping it, sit with it. When I started doing this, I stopped saying, I don't get this, and started asking, what exactly don't I get? That one question changed everything. Fourth, debug your thinking, not just your code. When something doesn't work, don't just fix the error. Trace your thought process. Ask yourself, where did my logic go wrong? Which assumption was incorrect? Because most bugs don't come from bad syntax. They come from unclear thinking. And finally, learn to pause. We live in a world that rewards constant action, but programming rewards reflection. Sometimes the best thing you can do is step away, take a walk, let your mind process. Some of my best solutions didn't come while coding. They came when I wasn't coding at all. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Don't just practice coding. Practice thinking. Because languages will change, technologies will evolve, but the way you think, that's what makes you valuable. So the next time you sit down to code, don't start with your keyboard. Start with your mind.